We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sixto Sanchez gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Into the box, Richie Ashburn. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
Batting second, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew McCutcheon. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. And he takes a cold strike 2. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Settling in now, Bryce Harper. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
2 out, nobody on. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Knee high, he barehands it. Hey now. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Zach Wheeler gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
So striding forward now, Juan Pierre. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit on the ground to third, gloved by Schmidt, and there's 1 away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Ready now for the Marlins, Hanley Ramirez. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Field.
So now to the plate, Gary Sheffield. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
At the plate, Cliff Floyd. Now both runners are breaking on the ground to the right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. There's one. On to the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Marlins forced to settle for one. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 1 and the Phillies nothing. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Mike Schmidt. Two balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Fouled off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 3-2 one more time. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watched it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jimmy Rollins hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And it's fouled away. Schmidt on at first, nobody out. Lifted in the air to center. Pierre is under it to make the catch. There's one gone.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1. Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
He's set the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And Pierre has it. The inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. This one's down to third. Schmidt has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. His career line against Wheeler. He's hitless in 6 tries. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
To the plate now, Sixto Sanchez. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Count even at 2-2. From the stretch.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
One left for Miami. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. So digging in now, Richie Ashburn. He flied out leading off the ball game. The 1-1 home. Now that's popped up. Anderson has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
At the plate, Andrew McCutcheon looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 3-1.
Hey! 3 balls, 2 strikes.
To third. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Pierre moving for it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Up next from Miami, Juan Pierre. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-2. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there at short. A rough start to the home third. There's 1 away.
Shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Stepping in, Hanley Ramirez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Stepping in now, Gary Sheffield. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Cliff Floyd. And that misses for ball 2. 2-1 now to Floyd.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus
At
Aguilar.
the plate, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Ramirez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Now batting, third baseman.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate, Brian Anderson comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. The set and the 2-1. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The payoff pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Miami's out in front, 3-1. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Floyd is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Digging in, JT Realmuto. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 3-1. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year, and the Phils have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Phillies 2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Sixto Sanchez. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Juan Pierre.
Ready once again, Juan Pierre. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Harper is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Hanley.
Digging in and looking for more, Hanley Ramirez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. A 1-1. Smoke toward 3rd. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Gary Sheffield. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He flew out in his last at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Floyd is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Ricky Ashford.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Richie Ashburn. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's a ball.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
The count now at 2-2. In the air to right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
At the plate now, Bryce Harper ripped down the first base line. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And there's a base hit on the line. Now a long throw home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
And there he goes towards second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Cliff Floyd. Here's Wheeler on 1-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
McCutchen patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Striding into the box, Jesus Aguilar. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Slow little roller to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Here now the 2-2. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone.
So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until, clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-3 Miami. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so that they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
To the plate now, Didi Gregorius. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery.
That's in. Ball 2.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. The throw into second. And he is out on the tag. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 4-4 game. Standing in now, JT Realmuto, who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Striding in, Rhys Hoskins. The 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Elieser Hernandez will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 57, Elieser Hernandez.
Phil Gosselin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Phil Gosselin.
Now a flare out to left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now to the plate, Richie Ashburn. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
In now, Andrew McCutcheon. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch hit hard down the line. And boy, the Phils just keep right on rolling as this will be extra bases again. And the runner is in from second. And he is in there.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. Hit hard, but foul. Another try at 2-2. Mike Schmidt would be next. 4 runs here in this half inning. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. He's right there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 7 and the Marlins 4. David Phelps will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
David Phelps.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Starling Marte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Sent out to straightaway center field. McCutchen is camped under this one. And that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 9, Juan Pierre.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Juan Pierre. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
2 out, nobody on. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in once again, Hanley Ramirez. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Brandon Kinsler will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 27, Brandon Kinsler.
7th inning ready to roll, and next will be the speed threat, Jimmy Rollins. Now the 2-1. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia is the second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto. Runners on first with 1 down. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Another full count pitch home. there's a line drive base hit to left field.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
At the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. First and second now, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Shane Victorino will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Shane Victorino.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They hold a 7-4 lead. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Gary Sheffield. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box, Cliff Floyd. And that misses for ball 2. 2-1 now to Floyd. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
2 balls and a strike now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, the 3rd baseman, Brian Anderson.
Now batting, Brian Anderson. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Jose Alvarez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Alvarez.
In now, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. He pulls into second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro grounded back up the middle. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 7-5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Richard Blyer will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. John Birdie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Richie Ashburn, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. The 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So striding in, Andrew McCutchen, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. And the 2-1. Runners going. Pitch misses the throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. The 3-1 pitch on the ground to third. And there's one down now. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Striding in once again, Bryce Harper. It was a walk in his last trip. Runner at second here with one man out. Runner breaks for third. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt is working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Phillies strand one. They're still up 7-5. Brandon Workman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Stepping in, John Birdie, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 2-1 home. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Pierre.
So now to the plate, Juan Pierre. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Line toward right center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Number 2, shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Now in the box, Hanley Ramirez. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 7-5. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Brad Boxberger.
Jimmy Rollins will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here's the 1-1. lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now that's second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Real Muto.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 2 out with the man at first. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1 left for Philadelphia. They lead it 7-5. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Steve Bedrosian comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 40, Steve Bedrosian. Now playing first base and batting 9.
Digging in, Gary Sheffield. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Bruce is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Floyd.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Cliff Floyd. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 3-1 pitch. Hard hit to first. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Miami down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season. but it certainly won't be his last.
7-5 tonight's final. Philadelphia rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Zach Wheeler gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Steve Bedrosian closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 7 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.